Hi guys, I'm Amy. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time. There have been times in the past on my channel in which I've been gone for a few months or a little bit of time, both planned and unplanned. This one was very much unplanned, but I guess I don't think good reason for it is the right phrase, but there's been some big changes in my life and I can kind of go over that with you guys today if you're interested. But really this video is just checking in with everyone, seeing how everyone's doing, saying hi, and I have a list of things I would like to chat with you guys about. So if you're interested to, I guess, just check up or whatever, Loki is sitting on my lap because, you know, 60-pound dogs should get lap time apparently as well. But if you guys are interested to just catch up, I guess, that's repetitive, but we're gonna go with it, then go ahead and keep on watching. All right, I got my notes because I've already tried to film this video once and I didn't like it at all, so we're gonna do notes this time. So hopefully I'm a little bit more focused than last time. So first things first, what have I been up to? Because it has been quite literally, I think, over 6 months since I last posted. My last video that I posted was the week of Labor Day. We were headed out of town. We went up to Alaska to visit family. And on that trip, I even edited 2 more videos and uploaded them to YouTube, and have never posted them. So if you guys would like to see those videos, let me know. It seems a little bit strange to post videos that I filmed and edited such a long time ago, but if you guys are interested in seeing them, one of them is a wrap-up, I think, and another one is an indie press project wrap-up. Actually, I don't even remember. That's how long it's been. Anyway, so if you want to see those videos, let me know, and I can easily post them, because like I said, all the work is done. I just have to publish them. But the biggest reason / change as to why I kind of went MIA, I guess, is because in October, I started a master's degree program. I have always really wanted to get a master's degree. Initially, I had always thought, yep, that's Loki. We're just gonna let him do his thing, I guess. I've always wanted a master's degree, and initially when I graduated from college with my bachelor's in psychology, I had thought or planned on pursuing a Loki tail. Not a Loki tail. What you doing, bud? A master's in like family counseling or therapy, that type of thing, and decided that it was not for me. I never applied or anything, and that's a discussion for another time that really doesn't even need to happen. So I went straight into the workforce and didn't pursue a master's degree. And as most of you know, I am a preschool teacher. I work at a private preschool, but unfortunately, we have not been in school with the kids since March of last year. So due to coronavirus and COVID-19, that's redundant. Again, I'm so out of practice, guys. This is rough. We had to go virtual and then school ended, and we decided to delay starting school in the fall just as a precaution, because our local school districts were doing that as well. And then when it came time to potentially open, we just didn't have the numbers necessary to be a functional school. So this school year just kind of is gonna be a wash. So I haven't been working, and I absolutely adore my job as a preschool teacher, but I have considered, since working at my preschool, getting a master's degree in education that would include me also achieving my teaching certificate so that I could teach in public school. And I finally pulled the trigger to do that, especially because, okay, careful, bud. Okay. Good job. Especially because I'm not working and I have a lot of time to do it. It is an online program. Of course, I will student teach and that kind of thing in a classroom when I get to that point, but that's what I've been working on. So the month of September was spent preparing for the program to start, and then I have been working on the degree since. And I have to say, in conjunction with that really big change in my life of the not working, it as well as starting a master's program, I feel like I need to say you all know, if you've been around my channel for a while, I have always considered myself a reader. That's always been a way that I identified and would describe myself. And I was never the kid that had, or the person who had like the one book they read that just made them an avid reader. I just always loved reading. I was always read to as a child. I loved reading on my own when I learned to read, and I've always just been a huge reader. But the one time in my life where I really didn't read a lot was when I was in college getting my bachelor's degree. And I think that's for several reasons. One, I spent most of my time in class or studying and reading other things, and so when I did have time for myself, really the last thing I wanted to do was pick up a book. Now, I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case, although it has been the last 6 months, kind of. I feel like I can find a better balance as more of a real adult, if I can even give myself that label. That just seems so wrong. Very imposter syndrome. But my hope is to find a bit more balance between the school and reading for pleasure or to learn other things outside of school, etc., etc. I do want to just put it out there though that I don't think I will read or I will be completing as many books as I have in years past on BookTube, just because I do have time, a lot of time spent doing other things that I didn't have to do before. So basically that's where I've been. I started school, I got really busy, and like books just kind of went to the wayside. Secondly, I am really, and another thing I guess I need to say is I had not planned on doing another, I'm back, checking in, let's do this BookTube thing. I didn't want to make this video again because I feel like that's all that I've made in 2020, and I feel like I've been kind of, my performance on BookTube has been disappointing in 2020, and I didn't want to do another one and make promises that I couldn't keep, or I intended to keep them, and then, you know, life happened. But I had started filming a vlog. That was my plan. I was just gonna film a vlog of me reading and just life, and I really enjoy filming vlogs. And I had started one, and then a few days later I started not feeling well, and then, this was about a month ago, I tested positive for COVID and was not feeling well for a few weeks. So my plans just have been derailed several times over. So I am making this video even though I didn't want to be, and I'm very nervous to be back again. I feel like this is redundant to other videos, but I am so out of the loop, you guys. I have just started watching BookTube again. It's been so great to watch it though, but I have no idea what the new and upcoming books are, what the popular books are, the must-read books are. I feel like more of a BookTube newbie now than I did when I started my channel, because at least then I was consuming BookTube content. So if you think there's a book that I should know about or that I've missed out on, please leave it in a comment down below. Any and all help is very appreciated. But really, that's the gist of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, what I've been up to, school and life. And let's be honest, 2020 was a strange year, and it's, you know, 2021 hasn't been much different from 2020. So we're slogging through, we're getting through, and yeah, I guess that's largely it. There's one final thing that I did want to share with you guys, and that's the books that I am currently reading. Yes, there's multiple, but I'm kind of, we're kind of getting back on track. Let's just put it that way. So the main book that I'm currently reading, for those of you who maybe are new and just stumbled upon this video, hello, welcome. I've been gone for a long time, so please bear with me while I get back into the groove of things, but I am typically a one book at a time reader. There's a few exceptions to it, but largely that's what I do. So I have been reading, and there's a sticker on it, and I need to get it off because it bugs me, and I fiddle with it while I read. It's very unlike me to not have taken the sticker off, but is Crescent City House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This came out last year, and this is meant to be more of an adult Sarah J. Maas. I don't believe this is considered YA. It's about our main character is Bryce Quinlan. She's half fae, half human, and all of her friends are murdered, and they thought they found the murderer, but then 2 years later, it appears the murderer is back and the suspect that they had and convicted is in jail, so it was impossible that it was him. And then she pairs up with an angel named Hunt Athalar, who is an assassin for like the governor of their area, and they're hunting the killer. I read a lot yesterday. 260 pages in. I'm enjoying it. This is also urban fantasy, so it's like present day-esque fantasy, which has been really fun. But I would say darker than ACOTAR series, which you wouldn't know that I've read and finished since I haven't posted that video. But spoiler alert, love them. So if you want to see me honestly fangirl over those books, which I never thought I'd do, let me know and I can post that video. And then the book that I'm listening to on audio, so something else that I've spent a lot of time doing this past 6 months is just different crafts, I guess, or I don't know. Arts and crafts just sounds like what I do with my kids at preschool, but adults do crafts too. So I've been crocheting, and then I had been quilting a lot and stuff. And while I do that in bed at night, not quilting, obviously, crocheting, I've been listening to audiobooks. I listened to The Duke and I by Julia Quinn, you know, Bridgerton. I'm sure I'm super late to that train and whatnot. But I decided to pick up a book that I had a hard copy of, but didn't really plan on necessarily annotating, because I don't listen to audiobooks a whole lot. You guys know this, because I like to annotate in a good chunk of the books that I read, so it's harder to do that when you're just listening. So I picked up Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. This was really big a few years back. This came out in 2017. And this is just Neil Gaiman's versions of the big Norse mythology tales. I guess they're myths, they're not tales, or not so well-known ones. And he reads or narrates the book himself, and he's a great narrator. So this has been really fun to just kind of like listen to and just kind of come in and out of, and I'm dropping things out of while I craft periodically. And the last book that I am technically reading, although it is a book that I've read before, and so this is a reread, and actually a fairly recent reread, because I originally read it in June of last year, I guess last summer, whatever. But that is Winter's Promise by Christelle Davos. This is book one of the Mirror Visitor series. It's a quartet, and it's translated from the French by Hildegard Serrel. And I will try and find and link the wrap-up in which I've talked about this. Well, I probably haven't wrapped this book up yet. Have I? I don't know. If I have wrapped it up, I will link it for you. If I haven't wrapped it up, I really, really enjoyed this book. And this is like a fantasy YA in which we are following, what is her name? I can't remember. Ophelia. She comes from this particular world, sort of, where they're all animists, so like they can make objects come to life, etc., etc. And she reads objects so she can learn the whole history and what the people were feeling when they interacted with the objects, etc. And she is betrothed to a man from a very far north world land that is very dark and fierce and politically driven, so unlike her own. And this is about her experience, and I thought Aaron would really like the political intrigue of this. So I've been reading it aloud to him while he's cooking dinner, or we're just like laying in bed or whatever. And we started this, well, it would have been like August timeframe, so we left it for a while, but we've picked it back up and we'll be finishing that. I had almost picked up the second book in the series, which I do have a copy of, but decided not to, because I think Aaron and I are gonna kind of finish the series out together. But that is that. I've kind of rambled a lot, and there's been no breaks, and this is kind of long. I am very sorry that I'm making another one of these videos, but fingers crossed I can figure this out and do booktube and life and school, etc., and find that balance, because I do love booktube so much. There's so many incredible people, all of you guys that watch. I appreciate you guys so much, and I miss you. I miss commenting or like interacting with you guys in the comments, and I just miss it a lot, even though I am so nervous to come back. It's ridiculous. This anxiety, guys. I mean, I wish there was a golden button that was just like, poof, your anxiety's gone. Okay. I'm actually gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, if you've hung on and or made it to the end of this video, you can look forward to probably about weekly videos for me. That's kind of my goal right now. But if there's any content in particular that you would like to see, please let me know. I am out of the loop, or what tag I should do that I missed that was great, etc. You guys get the drill. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you loved it, subscribe, and we will see you in my next video. Happy reading! Do you need to be up here? Is that what you want? Okay, come on. Keep watching the butt.